Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Carolina Cup Racing Series. Completely just butchered the name. Carolina Sun Racing Cup Series, I believe is what it's called, here at Michigan International Speedway. 300 miles around this track tonight. Have a pretty full field. I think we have up to 21 drivers tonight. So should have some good pack racing. But we are just wrapping up qualifying now. In the booth with me, Bill Martin, though he is going to be in a car also. So we're going to have an on the track reporter tonight, which historically is a tough job, to be reporting while you're driving. But he'll give it his best go. Also, Ryan Taft, who's doing double duty, he's race control, also will be helping out as far as giving some good insight and analysis to what's going on the track. Ryan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got back home like 5 to 7 minutes ago. I got everything up and running. Luckily squeaked it out, so glad I can make it and be here to call this race. But as far as Michigan, in these next gen cars, it's very much momentum based. We'll see some pack racing probably, but be interesting to see how the guys handle the updated driver or tire model rather around this track. Don't think there's any updated sets for this track, but we'll have to see. Did Corey actually make a set for everybody to use, or is it completely open?
I think it's completely open. I don't remember making one for everybody.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, it's a nice toasty track temp of 121 degrees, so they're gonna be slipping and sliding
man.
going down into turn one when they take the green.
Wow. Yeah, that's a hot track. Hot track. And we can see the guys getting lined up on the grid on pit lane there. We'll go through the starting lineup here in just a second. Tyler Krausak on the pole tonight with 38.903, followed by Steven Carlisle in the 81 car. Nick Vasquez P3, Corey Mott P4, Noah Hunt 5th place, Zach Johnson 6th place, Caleb Sheets 7th, Henry Kalhoff 8th, Josh Stoltz 9th, Jay Salmon 10th, Caleb Carter 11th, Ted Lisby in the 12th position. Michael Deitch 13th, Joe Wright 14th, Garth Griswold will be starting 15th tonight, Jonathan Ledger or Liger 16th, Hunter Bogdan 17th, Joe Gibbons 18th, Tyler Bellinger 19th, Jim Mott 20th, and our very own Bill Martin will be in the 21st spot. Hayden Higginbottom will be starting 22nd, and Aiden Cobarrubia will be starting 23rd.
Well, I gotta tell you, bud, I was ripping a lap on qualifying and I ran out of time. So that's why I'm starting in the back of the pack tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Well, starting in the back, it's not always the worst thing, so kind of get a feel what's going on. Is this your first time driving these cars since the update?
It's my first time driving. I did some practice this afternoon.
Okay.
And I gotta be honest with you, I like the car better than before. So it's interesting. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I actually was pretty fast. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to get mixed up with anybody. I don't want to take anybody, out of a race.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep it clean and just have some fun with these guys.
All right, sounds good. And pace car is beginning to turn off down pit lane, so we're about to go green here at Michigan. Waiting on the start by Barney in the green flag. Green flags in the air. We're off here at Michigan for 300 miles. Have a field of 23 drivers tonight. Good start by both the top and bottom lane there. Carlisle off to a great start on the outside lane. Behind them, getting stacked up just a bit, 3 wide for position 4, I believe. See Nick Vasquez swing out and take that 3rd position. We have a little bit of drama behind. Noah Hunt getting pushed down the track just a bit into the 26. Might have been Stoltz pushing him down tiny bit there, but have a lot of lanes around here, especially when it's gripped up.
if you're feeling real brave enough, you could go 5 wide here. But you will see 4 wide happen.
Yeah, especially on these fresh tires where you have a lot of grip. But like Ryan said, the track is very toasty, so still should see some slipping and sliding. But Tyler Krozak in a commanding lead now, starting to gap just a bit. Further back is really where the battles are going on. We have the 26 of Caleb Sheets and Josh Stoltz at the bottom of the track. Stoltz is going to try to clear Sheets here. He's going to be able to do so down the front stretch. Backing up just a bit, Noah Hunt and Caleb Carter in that 4 car going side by side through turn 1 here.
The thing I like most about this track is that it runs just like Auto Club, but I want to say it has slightly more bank to it, especially in 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. See Noah Hunt go underneath Stoltz here, trying to take the spot from him. Coming out of 4, Stoltz is going to have momentum on the outside. We have a car spinning, the 67 up into the outside wall. Jay Salmon just might have got the power down a little bit too heavy there exiting 4, and that just turned the car up into the outside fence there. He's still having trouble getting that car under control.
Yeah, as the brakes up heating up them rear tires when you try to get back rolling, you just do nothing but spin them.
Whew. Well, boys, I can tell you that the track is definitely a lot slicker than it was in practice, especially coming out of 1s and 2. Woo! But yeah, it's fun, man. Hey, I got a rocket.
Man,
It was like coming on corner entry when Joe Wright just swiped across his rear bumper, didn't touch him, and took that air off his spoiler and spun him out. Now luckily everybody made it past him just fine.
yep, so early mistake by the 67 car. He was running pretty decent last week at where were we last week? Nashville and yeah, Nashville last time, right?
Yeah, Nashville.
But hopefully there's not too much damage done to the 67 car. We do have some cars coming down pit lane. Might want to get some early adjustments in to account for the heat. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, boys, how does my Cletus McFarland car look?
Oh, it looks great. Yeah, it's coming.
Man, I am having an absolute blast out here. Yeah, I'm back here with Jim Mott, me and Jim Mott going at it, and I got Joe Gibbons in front of me, and in front of him is Tyler Bellinger, and we're battling back here, having fun. I'm loving it.
Yeah, as long as you keep that car clean, you should be able to do pretty well tonight. But some of the guys that went down pit lane, the 88 of Tyler Bellinger. Noah Hunt also went down pit lane there. Jay Salmon obviously came in to get some damage repaired. But also Jonathan Ledger did he hit anything there?
My guess is he may have hit the wall.
Hey, one thing, see if we can get the chat to lobby for Corey to give me a fast repair, just in case. I think I should get a fast repair.
Yeah, but if you give one person a fast repair, everybody is going to be wanting one, so that's the only downfall of that part.
Are you guys able to hear the engine and everything in the car?
No, we're not.
No, that's too bad. That would be great if you could.
I mean, if we go on board, we can. We are just past our choose cone process there, and looks like our leader elected the inside. Carlisle will be starting just to the outside of the 48 car. And Zach Johnson already up 3 spots. Will be starting behind the leader on the inside road now, so great start to his race.
Well, I took the outside lane because I got some of these faster cars behind me that were involved in that accident. So nobody's a lap down. I'm just going to stay high, let them go underneath me. I think there's a couple of points runners up there. Am I correct?
Behind you,
Yeah.
Bellinger and Hunt.
Yeah, I'm going to. They're a lot further up in the points. They're weekly races. So if they get underneath me, I'm certainly not going to race them. So we'll see how this restart goes. Wish me luck.
All right, pace car lights are off, and you see him turn down pit lane there, waiting on the restart by Tyler Krozak on that inside row. Into the restart zone. And we're off green again here at Michigan. 7 laps into this first stage of 30 laps. Had a brief green flag run to start this thing with that caution coming out. But 2x2 for most of the field, except for the top 2 cars. Starting to single out down the backstretch here. Had the 63 of Henry Kalhoff side by side with 77 of Corey Mott. And Zach Johnson going way up the track. He's going to be in that outside groove. And up front, we have a battle for the lead. It's all Carlisle side by side with Tyler Krozak coming out of 4 there. And Krozak's going to have the outside lane here through 1 and 2. Carlisle's hope was to clear the 48 there, but just doesn't have enough speed and momentum to do that. So Tyler Krozak going to be able to hold on to the lead there. Almost a sneaky pass by the 81 car there, but just not able to get it done here early in this green flag run. Backing up just a bit. Really single filed out for top 10 there, but Hunter Bogdan and Caleb Sheets now side by side coming out of 4. Back up to for battle for P3. You see Kalhoff and Vasquez going side by side through 1 here. So early moves by a lot of the guys trying to establish some good track position and making some aggressive moves early in this run.
And was all starting to single file out.
Now Hunter Bogdan loose. He's going to collect the car, but he's going to be slow down the front stretch here.
No, he saved it.
Yep.
What an amazing save right in front of me by Hunter Bogdan. I thought for sure his day was done. And I'll tell you what, this 85 car right here is giving me a hard time. The 28 of Jonathan Ledger.
Corey Mott hard in the outside wall, exiting 2, able to collect the car, but might have a bit of damage on the front right side of that race car. See Vasquez working underneath the 63 here, working down the front stretch here.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's up with Hunter Bogdan. He just got loose coming off of 4 in front of me, and he wasn't even close to being on it.
That's the bricks of heating up your tires. When you go and heat them up, then try and take a turn normally, you're just not going to have that grip on corner exit, and it's just going to spin you out.
And Bellinger into the wall that time, right behind the 77 car. Some guys just getting tight up into that wall on the exit of 2. Definitely not something you want to keep up, especially at a track like this where maintaining the integrity of that race car is super important as far as maintaining speed on the long run. But Vasquez right up to the rear bumper of Henry Kalhoff here. We'll go on board real quick.
Well, I gotta say, I'd like to know what happened to John Ledger because he blew by me like I was standing still.
He's one of them drivers that pushes hard in the first 10, 15 laps and fades out later on in the run.
I'm gonna see if I can draft a little bit off of car in front of me, the 86. And he does. He pulls me right up. Track
see-
is really slick in 1 and 2. Really slick.
See Carlisle
somebody
starting
down.
to inch a little bit closer to the 48 car here. It's closing the gap to about 2/10.
Go! Well, it's that time of the day where you gotta move up a little bit on exit on 3 and 4, because it just got real sporty for me.
Somebody's spinning.
Oh, 67 around. Bellinger also around, collecting a couple cars. We have a big wreck on the backstretch. A lot of damage to several race cars there. I believe Ted Lisby took a hard impact to the front of that car. Bellinger also severely damaged there.
Ooh, we have some tempers flaring.
Oh, yeah, you see Bellinger get super loose and just slides back up the track into Lisby.
No, I was in the ledger. Lisby got into the wall.
Oh, yep. No, you're exactly right. That was a 28 that got into Bellinger there.
All right, boys, what am I doing? Am I staying out? Am I pitting? What do you think?
I just should stay out.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys make the calls for me tonight.
I get to a better. Ooh. See the 8 car also get collected. Joe Gibbons. Does he keep it out of the wall?
I don't.
So a small impact for the 8 on the back there. Don't know if there's much damage to that car.
No, that wouldn't be much in the back end. The right front, there's probably gonna be a lot.
I want to hear you bark, Mr. Bogdan. There he is. He's giving me a good old howl, too.
Yeah, he did give a good howl.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get the lucky dog, you're supposed to be hooting and hollering going around the track. Mr. Lisby just came up in front of me. He was in front of me before that yellow flag came out. Take a good look. Back of that car, his diffuser's looking fine. Everything's going good for him.
We just had our second retiree of the race, Jay Salmon. Probably blew his engine when he blows it into the wall.
Yeah, it looks like Salmon has retired. Bellinger into the pit lane to get some of the damage done, repaired on this car, but there is a lot of damage there.
That Ballinger seems to be snake bit. You know, we see him run out front, win a race, and then all of a sudden he can't get any type of luck. Always gets caught up in somebody else's mess. I don't think he was really. I think he got loose a little bit, but somebody had already wrecked. It was something happened to him in front of me. It was kind of hard to see.
I guess this, if anything, this track is not too bad as far as being able to get repairs done. You have a lot of time on caution, so early in the race, look for these guys to try to get some fixes done to those cars and try to bounce back. But 17 laps into this first stage. By the time we go green, it'll be 18. So over halfway done with this first stage here. Still have Tyler Krozak sitting in P1. Stephen Carlisle, who's been doing well in P2, starting to close the gap just a bit. just not enough time under green flag for him to really get into a good groove and rhythm to get any sort of pass done. Saw him throw one on the inside there, but just did not have the speed or grip to get off the corner quick enough. But backing up just a bit, Nick Vasquez and Henry Kelhoff side by side in the second row there. Zach Johnson falling back a little bit since our last restart. It's now scored as P6, and Josh Stoltz just underneath him there. The pace car lights are off. We'll be going green again this time by. Hopefully the guys can get a good run in here until the end of the stage. Really kind of figure out what the cars are doing, how they're feeling with this weather. But we have seen a lot of aggressive driving, aggressive moves early. And I'm sure we'll see more. Pace car is off, waiting on the restart here by the 48. Maybe got a little bit loose there. 63 car into his rear, pushing him down the front stretch. 22, Nick Vasquez pushing Carlisle on that outside lane there. See Tyler Krosek go up to block the outside there in front of the 63. 22 falls back just a bit. Might have got checked up, just accordion style, causing him to check up and fall back a little bit. Oh, we have a car in the wall. Joe Wright spinning and getting hit hard down the backstretch. Joe Wright has a ton of damage and got cars collected, spun around. 77 Corey Mott also involved. Just have cars flying into that outside wall out of two. Just guess they're just super tight on these restarts. And I mean, throughout the run, we saw cars doing that. And that car is bent out of shape. Got wheels pointing all four directions. We will go back and take a look. Joe Wright, I think he just got a little bit. I don't know. He just got nudged a little bit by, who was that?
The four broke loose and
it's like
pretty much stopped mid-track, and Joe had nowhere to go. And it just caused that big old chain reaction.
Yep. Yeah, and Lisby and Hunt get into each other, though. It doesn't seem like a ton of damage, though. 77 comes up and collects Lisby there. It might have some damage to that 44. And Corey Mott also has some pretty extensive damage on the front end of that car.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I saw them going at it, entering turns 1 and 2, and I backed way off. And I wasn't even back on the throttle yet, and I could see smoke in front of me. So, I don't know. I think if you rewind that back to the restart, you're going to see somebody that spun tires or something happen.
Oh, in the restart?
Yeah, it seemed like that started way back.
Yeah, so we see the 63 might have just lifted the 48's rear end a tiny bit, getting him a little bit loose. Don't know. But yeah, you see the outside get formed up. Have Nick Vasquez pushing Carlisle, and the 48 comes up to block the outside lane there. And actually, so does the 63 car. So they both go up top the block. And Vasquez just gets completely, I don't know if he got side draft or he just completely falls off of Carlisle there. This is when things start to get a little bit crazy. I want to go on board with where is he? On board with Joe Wright. See the Ford car get loose, and this car just flicks up into right there, causing his front end to get completely out of whack.
And Joe just had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting about that restart zone. No problems, buddy. I forgot about it too. Hunter Bogdan just apologized me for pulling up in front of me. I think we kind of both forgot about it. But I'm starting to get in the area where people are going to start getting points for finishing the top 10. So these guys behind me are on the lead lap, so I'm just going to stay up high and let them go underneath me here.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of accidents already, a lot of cautions, and pretty damaging cautions as far as field numbers go. I already have a lot of guys in pit lane repairing a couple of rear tires, so rough start here. Just 9 laps, so it'll be 8 laps by the time we go green till the end of stage 1. Now we have the 63 starting on the front row with Tyler Krozak. Pace car is off, entering the restart zone. 48 will try to get a better start here. He does get a great start. Josh Stoltz is completely gets left in the dust. 48 is going to try to move down there, but he just doesn't have enough space to feel comfortable. Kalhoff and Carlisle doing well to push each other into this first corner here. And they will try to stay even with Krozak here coming down the backstretch. Carlisle jumps up top to push Kalhoff there. And Kalhoff, Krozak side by side going down the backstretch. Krozak showing a little bit of speed and momentum over the 63, entering turns 3 and 4. We are still side by side for the lead here down the front stretch. Krozak will most likely be able to clear, and he does. The 63 coming into 1 and 2. So good job by Krozak to hold on to that lead. Hasn't lost the lead yet in this race. Might have just been briefly to Carlisle there in that there's one of those earlier runs, but for the most part, able to keep it out front on all these restarts, backing up just a bit. Have Stoltz up to P4. He's currently up 5 spots. Vasquez has fallen back 3 spots, sitting P6 currently.
Car spun out down the apron and caution through it, and racing through the caution itself.
Oh,
yeah, okay. He spun out of turn 4 and went down and hit the wall.
The 99 Tootsie's car. Yep, just got loose on the exit of 2.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Bellinger is not very fast, so I think he still has some damage.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. I think he just got the lucky dog or something. He's going around.
You guys gotta go up and sit next to Tyler and behind the pace car, just so he doesn't have to go through all or go past all them cars. Which honestly is kind of a smart thing to do. Less chance of hitting people. Yeah, looking at the front of Bellinger's car, he still has some right front damage.
He should get a 2-lap penalty for not barking.
He sounds frustrated.
Yeah, I can see why. But he's going to rush around and fly into the pits, get some damage done if he can, then he's going to come around the back, and hopefully have a little bit better luck.
Looking through the field here, some of our biggest movers. 63 car Henry Kalhoff up 6 spots from the start of the race. Josh Stoltz up 5 spots up to P4 now. And then our very own Bill Martin up 8 spots. Bill, you're up to 13th now, so good job to you.
Yeah, you know, just kind of surviving right now. A lot of guys having trouble. So, you know, it's Michigan. Sad thing is I don't see anybody behind me right now.
Garth just came out of the pits.
Yep, we have a couple guys still in the pits trying to get repairs done. Bellinger still has some damage to that car. Noah Hunt still sitting on pit lane trying to get some fixes in.
And we got some. I almost did it again, Mr. Tap. I almost forgot about the choose code.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm just here for fun.
Gonna be a nice little 5-lap shootout for the stage.
I'm late to the race. Mama Nick is here. Okay. Nick Vasquez's mom is in the chat.
You haven't missed much, Mama Vasquez.
Yeah. Just
What do you mean? What do you
lot of-
mean she hasn't missed much? Bill the Masshole has moved up 8 spots.
All right, pace car's off again. Just about 4 laps left in this first stage.
That's why I said she hasn't missed much.
Oh, that was a low blow. I finally got a really good restart right there.
Tyler Krozak now being attacked on the high and low side as he goes middle through turns 1 and 2, though. It looks like Henry Kalhoff is going to inch out Carlisle. Carlisle falling back actually a couple spots as the 43 pushes Kalhoff past him on the outside there. Carlisle just trying to hold on to that bottom group that was going to slow him down just a bit. He's able to clear the 43 actually, so slots into position 3. 2 laps left now in this first stage. Back in just a bit, we see Zach Johnson on the inside here of Caleb Sheets. He's going to try to work the bottom and clear the 26 coming out of 2. And he's just not able to have enough speed. He's going to have to fall behind. Luckily able to find a spot in line there in front of Bogdan.
Yeah, a lot of guys struggling right now with grip, including me. This higher lane is starting to become the better way around the track, but it's still not quite there.
Carlisle under the wall just a tiny bit on the exit of 4. See Kalhoff slide up. Up
It looks
the
like
track.
Kalhoff got tight on corner exit, which slowed him down.
Yep. Now Kalhoff looking underneath of Krozak. Just don't think that move is going to get it done here. Have to be a lot tighter to the car in front of you to get that lunge on the inside done. But coming back around, we'll have one more lap around this thing until the end of the stage.
And when you try lunging down though, like that on corner entry just to get that pass done, you hope you don't burn your tires off on corner exit.
Yep, exactly. Up front, Krozak with a pretty healthy lead here. We'll keep an eye on these battles just behind. Stoltz, Sheets, Johnson, and Bogdan all involved in this tight battle for positions 4 through 6 here. Sheets is going to have a good gap here. Vasquez leaping heavily to the bottom here. He's underneath Stoltz. luckily able to stay out of him, though. Looks like caution's out. We have a car around that's going to bring out the stage 1 caution early. Krozak will be taking the win for stage 1. Calhoff P2. Carlisle will be coming across 3rd.
TK takes the stage win. He is flying. I'd like to know what kind of grip package he has.
Okay.
However, I will say this. I know there was some discussion about setups earlier. I am using the iRacing setup, so I don't know if that's what everybody's using or if they actually have real setups, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I don't think any of the setup shops really had any current setups for this track. So if you're not using the iRacing one, a lot of people just kind of probably hack something together.
So am I pitting, boys? Or am I staying out?
Pull it down. Get yourself 4 freshies and fill it up with some gas.
Here I come. Behind Mr. Lisby. Trying to keep it under the 55-mile-an-hour speed zone. 5 more spots. 3, 2, 1. Right in the back of the pit, and I overshot the pit, so I'm going to back up a little bit.
Have a couple
Even
guys
says
overshooting. Caleb Carter also looks like he overshot Garth, having to back it up into the stall.
Let's see here. Kalhoff, Gibbons, Stoltz, Sheets, Krozak, Vasquez, Legger, all overshot their pit box.
Oh, really? It has
Yeah.
to be. It has to be what that low brake bias and the high track temp.
Has to be.
Because what's the brake bias around here, like in the 30s?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Hunter
Steven-
Bogdan just made a comment about everybody's pit stops.
Stephen Carlisle actually out in the lead here, so he has a great pit stop there, 2 seconds quicker than Krozak. Krozak slid through his pit.
Krozak did. Yeah.
Yeah. So costly mistake by the 48 there, losing the lead here though. Had a lot of speed in that first stage. He will be really pressing on the 81 to get that lead back as soon as possible.
Hey, TK's not happy that you guys aren't talking about him. He won the stage.
Or having them up here in the booth.
Oh, we were talking about him sliding through the
I'm
stall.
back here in the back of the pack, buddy. You know, these guys are dropping the ball in the booth. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'll pull him down real quick. Hey, Krozak, can you booth? You got us?
Yeah, now I go, thank God.
Hey, man.
I've been waiting.
We were talking about you. We were talking about you sliding through your stall.
No, I came in a little too hot. I wanted to go back on some adjustments I made. I thought the car was going to be a little tighter than it was in practice. It actually feels a little loose up front.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, did a great job holding off all the guys on the restarts there, blocking the top and bottom when you need, but unlucky bounce there allowed Carlisle to slide up in the front. Good luck here on this second stage, and we'll keep an eye on you.
Yeah, thanks for bickering at you guys. Appreciate it.
That was the 2K driver
was
of
funny.
the 48 car. Will be starting P2 just underneath the leader of Carlisle here to start the second stage. A couple of other guys up front here. Bogdan will be starting on the second row on the outside there. I believe Kalhoff, the 63, once he gets sorted and into the position, he'll be underneath Bogdan there. The pace car lights are off. Stage 2 is about to be underway here. Had about 4 cautions there. I mean, you can call it 5 because that 5th caution that came out was also a spin that we saw. So heavy cautions there on that first stage. Hopefully, you guys got some adjustments in, had the cars tighten up just a bit. As we see, pace car is off, waiting on the restart by Stephen Carlisle in the outside lane there into the restart zone, and green flag's in the air. 81 gets a good jump. Bogdan does not come with him though. Just going to leave a gap there on that top lane. Carlisle with a comfortable lead on this restart, backing up just a bit. See the 48, 63, and 86 all battling for that second position. Looks like they're going to get single filed out. So
I
for
like
now,
that tire just dragging going through 1 and 2. That is one way to kill your tires fast. Going up high, parking it to go down low so you have a straight exit. That will kill your tires.
yep, and we see the 48 elect to run that high side with Carlisle there through 3 and 4. That's going to allow Kalhoff to get underneath him. Let's see, we're going to be on the top and bottom of the track through 1 and 2. Kalhoff trying to clear Krozak there. Krozak might try to switch across here. He's going to switch across the 63 now on the bottom of Kalhoff coming down the backstretch. So he gets cleared by the 63 and has to slot into 3rd position. So Krozak, who we saw with the lead much of that pretty much the entire first stage there, now has to deal with Dirty Air sitting in 3rd spot. Let's see if that car is it has a good setup for that sort of condition. Backing up just a bit, we have Caleb Sheets, Josh Stoltz, and Bogdan all running pretty tight here. Bogdan up 13 spot from the starting stand. So great job by him to move forward. Though he's getting a little bit loose through 3 and 4, trying to hold on to that car. Drives to the bottom to the apron. They're able to hold on to it. So great save by the 86. So costly error is going to cost him a ton of spots here. He's going to drop back just to about the back of this thing. Man, I put him on the screen for half a second, and that's what happens. Coming back up here. See Kalhoff trying to get side by side with Carlisle down the backstretch, and Tyler Krozak thought about pushing him. Krozak has some damage to that front right side of that car. He might have got up into the wall. Yeah, you can see some damage. You see the tire actually exposed on that car. I don't know if you caught that, Ryan, or what happened, but it looks like he just smacked the wall there.
I'm not seeing any damage on this car on my screen, but
oh, actually, you're right. It's back to normal now, so it might have just been some sort of graphical
good old
thing.
Ivory.
Yeah. Yep. Never mind. False alarm. But Kalhoff trying his best, getting to the left rear of that 81 car, trying to pull him back just a tiny bit. Any sort of leverage you can get to get better positioning on him on exit. We will go on board with Kalhoff here, who's really trying to clear the 81. The 81 actually gets cleared for the time being, and he does. He gets in front of the 81 and Carlisle. Carlisle now pushing him down the backstretch. So great pass by Kalhoff, able to make the bottom work early with the grip and complete the slide job in front of the 81 car. He's now our new race leader.
I got Krozak looking to the outside.
Yep, Krozak, great run off of 4 there. He's to the outside of the 81. Caution's out.
Bill.
Yeah, that was me.
Caution is out. 91 just getting a little bit loose.
Yeah, I gave it a little bit too much of the loud pedal coming out of turn 3 and 4 right there, and I tried cutting it into underneath Mr. Bellinger, and didn't work out for me.
Very graceful spin, so.
Yeah, didn't hit anything.
No, but I think I'm gonna have to waste a set of Goodyears. What do you think? Should I stay out, or what do you think?
I'd stay out.
Yeah, all right.
Stay out. Let them cool off. Take your time.
Yeah, I've been running this middle lane, and I just tried to cut it underneath and gave it a little bit too much, and that was ugly. Pretty cool marks I left, though.
Yeah, it was a nice little graceful spin. Track time's only cooled down 1 degree since start.
Mm.
I know it doesn't say much, but yeah.
Well, the track is still very slick. It don't matter when you go full throttle halfway through a corner, it's still gonna go, but a lot of these guys gonna dive in right now and get a little bit of extra fuel, I think.
Probably. Either or try to flip the stage.
I didn't lose a lap, so I shouldn't be the lucky dog. I can't understand why it was telling him to let me by.
I have no idea either.
Yeah, I didn't lose a lap, and I was behind him, and that was the reason for the caution. I wish it worked like
iRacing.
that.
That's all I can say is iRacing.
I was trying to keep it going too, so we didn't have to get that caution to come out, but it came out anyways.
I think at a certain point during your spin is when it came out.
Now I see Nick Vasquez behind me. How did he get behind me?
He pit.
Oh, okay. Hey, Nick, did you ever think you're going to be looking at the back of my car?
Yeah, a couple guys pitting. Zach Johnson also pitted there. Looks like Michael Deitch, Vasquez, as we mentioned, Ledger, and Noah Hunt also all pitted.
Just go low on the restart. I'm not going to race anybody. I'm just letting the guys behind me know that what my intentions are so they can get by me and I don't hold them up. I didn't hear what Mr. Griswold said.
Either did I. Well, I didn't understand what he said, but someone heard him.
Oh, okay, I know what he said.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Electric water temps are high.
No, he said that he wanted me to go down low, but I don't think by the time that he gets to me, he's going to be by me anyways.
All right, pace car is off, about to be restarted here. Kalhoff in command on the outside lane with a great jump. Kralzak just behind him. They're going to try to clear the 81 on the inside row. See Kralzak and Carlisle side by side coming through 1 and 2 off this restart. Okay, needs to keep it out of that outside wall. He does. Able to maintain that
somebody hard
momentum
into
down the
outside wall off the
backstretch.
two.
Now Stoltz and Carlisle are battling for position 3. Carlisle looking underneath the 43 here. 43 running that middle lane. Gonna have some extra speed, but Carlisle should be able to slide in front of Stoltz there, and he does. Backing up just a bit. See Sheets and Caleb Carter going at each other. Back up to the front, though, we have Kralzak looking to the outside of Kalhoff, though a lot closer going into the entry there. See if Kralzak has any bit of a run here coming down the backstretch. He's now looking underneath, elects to stay just behind the 63 here. Look for an inside lunge here. Actually takes the outside. 63 way down the track there through 3 and 4. Gonna have to be careful putting down the power, but able to retain that first position. And Kozak falling back just a tiny bit, though not a lot. Back out through the field here. Seeing any other battles we have going on. Mostly single file out now, so we'll keep an eye up on these leaders. Saw Carlisle look just underneath. Sometimes they just look to run a different line than the guy in front of them. Keep the air off their nose there. So it could have just been that, but see Krozak move up the track there.
Joe Gibbons in the wall. One car breaking loose going down pit road.
Oh shit, I probably shouldn't have thrown that, but
Caution is out again. See Garth Griswold rolling down pit lane there. See Garth Griswold in front of Vasquez. Just gets loose and chases the car down the track on the pit lane. Luckily keeps it out of the wall.
Well, boys, I haven't money shifted yet.
I saw him angled for the inside pit wall, which is why I threw it. I saw that it was angled going towards the inside wall, so that's why I threw it, because I thought he was gonna hit that and shoot back out on track.
He went right down. You can see the skid marks right here, right down pit lane. He was flying.
Yeah, I went back and watched the replay.
How many laps do we have to the end of the stage? How many laps do we have to the end of the stage?
We have 12 laps.
You know, I was thinking about short pitting, but last thing I want to do is get in the front of this thing. I'm having a good time just learning the track, learning these cars all over again. Following Michael Deitch around the track. I can't have much of a better teacher than him. So it's hard to keep up with him. He just drives away. I was being a little conservative that last trip because I was trying to get these tires to cool down. So maybe I'll be able to catch up with him this time. I doubt it, but we'll see.
I don't understand how Legger's overheating, though. That's what's getting me.
Yeah, I think he has some damage from earlier that they just couldn't fix. Or either that he's staying too close. Yeah. One lap to green. Once again, almost forgot about the choose cone.
No, line to Legger choose. And we went right down the middle.
Noah, I'm going to stay high entering turn one, okay? Just go right underneath me. I'm not going to race you.
All right, pace car lights are off. Come to the line, will be 20 laps into this second stage here, so 10 laps left. The 63 at Kalhoff will be in charge of the restart there. See 48 get into his bumper a tiny bit there, but we are off. Green flag again. Kalhoff with a great start, about a car length in front of the field, coming through turns 1 and 2. Be looking for guys to keep it out of the turn 2 wall. Seems like for the most part everyone makes it through okay. Have tight racing for the top 3 here.
Yeah, next caution, Bellinger will be back on the lead lap.
3 wide down the front stretch. Caleb Carter up top. Lisby middle. And Bogdan. Sorry, that's it's not Bogdan. That's Michael Deitch in the 57 there was on the bottom. He's gonna try to split these two and come out in the middle there. We're 3 wide again. Nick Vasquez down the track on the backstretch. Might have just bumped into the side of Bogdan a tiny bit coming out of 2. They are able to get it sorted for the most part. Vasquez does have fresher tires on that car, so he's trying to make the most of them here, trying to slide up in front of the 86 down the front stretch. Checking on the leaders here. Still have Kalhoff with a healthy lead. Carlisle and TK battling just a bit though for P2. We have Vasquez on the inside trying to get some sort of push from the 86 there. Sliding up the track to position himself through the quarter, 3 or 4 here.
Hey, look, Gallup is loving his Carlisle and TK racing each other side by side on corner exits.
Yep, Carlisle actually had a great run off for it. Was able to get down the side of TK down the front stretch here, and he actually has a bit of a lead through 1 and 2. Krozak is going to have momentum and a little bit of a tow from the 63 down the back stretch here. So he should be able to clear the 81 again, though the 81 might try to throw a move down the inside here and clear him on the exit of 4. Oh, we have a car turning, sliding down pit lane. Michael Deitch able to get it collected there on the inside of the infield there and electing to tow it back. Don't know if he hit anything or what.
He hit the water barrels at the end of pit road.
Yeah, those things are...
They're unforgiving.
You would think they would be filled with concrete. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They call them water barrels, but they're actually sand barrels because they're filled with sand.
Hmm. Yeah, we saw TK and Carlisle battling for position 2 for just a minute. Looks like the 63 just kind of allowed the 48 to get a good draft and recover from any position he lost to Carlisle there. So for now, Carlisle sits back in 3rd with Stoltz and Sheets just behind him. Stoltz has Sheets to his inside here, very tight going into 3 and 4. Sheets is going to try to clear up the track in front of Stoltz here, and he does. So Sheets up into position 4. Sheets up a total of 3 spots from the start of this race.
Yeah, 5 laps left in the stage. How you doing back there, Bill? You just hanging out with Mr. Johnson?
I think he's locked in.
Yeah, I'd say so also because he didn't answer. And he usually does.
Well, What was that? I didn't hear you.
I asked if you're having fun hanging out back there with Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, me and Zach going at it back here. He has some front end damage though. That's why I was able to get by him. But yeah, you know, I don't have to worry about racing with him. He's nice and clean as always. So you know, he's just waiting for another caution to get that damage fixed in the front of his car.
We have some hard battling here for the lead. Actually, Carlisle getting a great run off of 2 there, completely side by side with Krozak. And Kalhoff just checking up just a bit, causing those 2 cars to get a tiny bit squirrely on the exit. See Carlisle pushing the outside of Kalhoff very hard down the front stretch there. Carlisle's going to leave the car hanging outside. And he'll have a great run off of 2 here. 63 is going to be very low through 1 and 2.
Ooh. Carlisle got a little loose coming off of 2.
Yep.
Hey, can you guys do me a favor and make sure Zach Johnson never forgets that I drove around him at Michigan?
I'll let him know next race.
Don't let him get into the fact that he had damage. Don't let him say that. Just.
Well, I'm sure we'll try and defend with that.
Well, the first thing people are going to ask is how much damage did he had. So.
Oh, man. Oh, that tree's blocking.
Someone's on the apron.
Oh, we have an 86.
Yep, Bogdan spun out again.
Yeah, just got loose off of 2. Luckily, everyone was able to stay out of him there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call stage.
Oh, yep. Yep, so that'll be stage there. Kalhoff will win the stage. Carlisle will be coming in position 2. Krozak will be finishing 3rd there.
So now, this stage here, we end this stage, and then we have the end of the race, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, if I come out of here with the top 15 finish, I'll be happy as you know what.
And it looks like right before that caution came out, was that the same lap here? No, so this is the lap before. Carlisle actually was able to get ahead of the 48. Just had too much speed on the outside for the 48 to contest with. So he's able to claim P2 at the end of that second stage there. Should see just about everybody come down pit lane here to get some fresh tires and fuel.
And I did not overshoot my pits.
See Stoltz there overshooting his pits. Vasquez also falling victim to that.
Kalhoff, Gibbons,
I'll be in good
Carter,
company.
Stoltz, Legger, Carlisle, all overshot their pits.
Ooh.
And Vasquez.
I actually had a really good pit stop. Oh, and I got caught speeding, I think.
So Krozak actually comes out ahead of Kalhoff there because of the overshoot. So Krozak able to take back the lead here. You saw him with a ton of speed there in that first stage with Carlisle just behind him, but now he has Kalhoff behind him, who has the fastest lap of the race. So it'll be interesting to see these two battle it out as we start this third and final stage. Who's in the lead, Kalhoff or Krozak?
Krozak.
Okay, it was super close. So
I'll tell you, I am thankful because as I was leaving pit lane, I got the old pit speed warning. So I got a little excited about how good I had for a pit stop. Started speeding on the way out, almost got busted.
If you're going 1 mile an hour over, they won't care. It's 2, 3, etc. They tend to care.
Can't find a good angle for that, but it was close. Believe me.
And I remembered the choose cone. I probably would have gained about 5 positions if I chose the inside, but again, I love racing with these guys, and a lot of these guys up front here are running for the points. I don't want to get involved in that. If I wipe out and take somebody out and they're going to lose the playoffs, I would feel horrible. So I'm just chilling, man. I'm having fun.
I don't know how close the playoff race is.
So several positions won, several positions lost on pit lane tonight already. See Krozak able to regain the lead on pit road. He'll be starting first on the inside lane there with the 26 of Caleb Sheets to his outside. Kalhoff, who came out P2, was electing to start behind the 48 on the inside lane. So we'll see how those two work together on the restart here. Pace car lights are off. We're about to get going here for the third and final stage. About 60 laps, a little bit less than 60 laps.
Joe, I'm going to go
more,
high.
rather.
Entry in for 1 and 2.
laps
Just drive
in this
underneath
third
me.
and final stage. And
No, I
we could
almost
say see green flag stops if these guys get singled out, but we'll have to wait and see. Green flag is out as we see 48 and 63 work together well on the inside lane. They're able to clear the outside row there. Sheets slides down to block the 43.
Letting all these guys go underneath me.
Looks like we have Noah Hunt and Nick Vasquez side by side, and just ahead, Sheets and Stoltz also side by side here down the front stretch. Stoltz trying to get some position on the inside there by running down by the yellow, but he's going to lose a lot of speed on exit here. Getting cleared by Sheets there, bagging up a bit. Noah Hunt into the outside wall. It's going to stall his car just a bit.
Right, time back at the start of stage 3 is 117 degrees, so it's gone down 3 degrees.
Still pretty toasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the track as hard as it is still very slick.
See Lisby, Bogdan, and 8 of Joe Gibbons. Joe Gibbons loose on exit 2. He's going to chase the car down the track. Able to keep it rolling. So no caution for that. Able to keep the car straight. Just loses several spots there. Coming back up towards the front, we have Tyler Krozak defending that lead from the 63. 63 looking underneath the 48 there for a brief moment. Not able to get any sort of momentum off the corner.
The money question is when you got to come down for your last pit stop.
Yeah, just caution dependent, but if it stays green, then really just, I guess the default is to split it in half, but depending on what the leader does and if you're trying to undercut, you try to go earlier. Also, just how the tires feel. If they start feeling like crap because you had to overdrive it to get good track position, you might go early.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for everybody to just overdrive their cars and really burn them up. I'm kind of hanging in the back, not overdriving too much, and just trying to stick with the pack. And I'm hoping that by the end of this thing, I have a little more tire to go. So I want to stretch this caution out, or stretch this pit stop out as long as I can. That's what I'm doing.
Yep, definitely a good plan there. So we see just behind these guys, Josh Stoltz and Nick Vasquez, basically in tandem there down the front stretch. Vasquez right on the rear bumper of Stoltz.
Another question is, with these guys running that high line, how long is that tire gonna last?
Right. Yeah, especially with the track being so hot, those tires are going to get super hot with the increased speeds.
Yeah, nobody's really setting personal best or the fastest lap.
Nope, and you see Vasquez actually getting the run off of 4 there, able to clear Stoltz to the outside, move up into position 4. Trying to fall his way back up into this thing, so we go on board with Henry Kalhoff here just behind the 48 of Krozak. Still trying to work that inside lane there, maybe just trying to keep dirty air off the nose and try to preserve those tires by running a less aggressive line as we have caution out. Our 9th caution on lap 69. Nice.
I saw somebody spin in front of me and go down and hit the inside wall coming off
Yeah, it
of
was
turn 2.
Bellinger.
See Bellinger to shoot down the track, and that guy just finished repairing that car, got back on the lead lap. So an unfortunate spin there for him.
It looked like Bogdan was gonna try and center up his rear bumper and give him a push on the backstretch, and just mistimed his exit.
Well, boys, we're staying clean so far. Haven't had any issue. One little mishap, and didn't hit anything. Stayed out. We have new tires now, and we're running 14th position.
I just thought he was lucky dog, and Johnson was actually a lucky dog.
Oh.
Johnson's been trying to get his work done on his car also.
Well, I've been getting some pretty good restarts. I've been really happy with that tonight. Been staying on the car in front of me, taking off, and man, it's I'm feeling pretty good in this car, man. I'm having a blast.
Yeah, the restarts have actually been really cordial, shockingly. I figured there would have been some tires spinning and all that.
I did spin that last restart before the stage. That was the only time I did spin on a restart. So the track is just, it is so hard to put the power down for me coming out of turns 1 and 2. Again, I have this, the iRacing setup, so it's going to be tight no matter what. And, I should have done something to adjust it. I didn't even think about that. Let's see here.
Yeah, Bill, can you time it up?
I am going to prepare my car for next pit stop. Once again, starting behind the 86 car, Mr. Bogdan.
All right, let's do a quick crank it up on the restart here. Then we'll go back to our regular scheduled program. But pace car lights are off. Coming to green flag here, Tyler Krozak in command of the field on the outside lane there. Great restart by both the 63 and 48, and we were green flag again. Like we have a new leader, Henry Kalhov, up to the lead. Don't know what happened to Tyler Krozak there. Might have just got loose or something. Ryan, do you know what happened to the 48?
Kalhov just outdrove him in 1 and 2 and off exit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just power right by him.
So power move by Kalhov machine, the 63. Up to the lead. Sheets up to P2 in front of Krozak, actually. And we have a car loose.
Car spinning.
Caleb Carter able to keep it collected.
Deitch ended up spinning.
But we have another car that looks like Michael Deitch. Well, he was just checking up and someone got into him. So 57, did he get loose too? Oh yeah, he started getting loose and Garth was there. Luckily, no impacts for those cars. Either one of the cars that got loose there, so just get them re-racked.
I'll be right back.
I'm not ready to pit yet, boys. What do you think? At least another 19 laps before I can even think about pitting. What do you think about that, Tommy?
Let's see. So we got 48 laps until the end of this thing.
A lot of guys just short-pitted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be another caution. But I guess the guys pitted because they felt like because they can make it. I believe they can make it. Just to be safe, they went in.
Well, now that's going to put a lot of fast cars behind me. So what I might do is I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I've got plenty of... See, I want to be in the back of the pack. I don't want to be up towards the front. We are Crown Jewel, and wait till you see the new promo we just got. Pit lane being closed now. I can't go down to pit lane. But I want to be put towards the end of the pack. So this is what I'm going to do. Are you ready? Thomas, do you have any idea what I'm going to do to put myself in the back of the pack?
Not choose.
I know that'll make Ryan so happy.
I had to go use the bathroom. I just got back. Oh,
Well.
Bill. Guess what, Bill? You went down the middle.
Yes, I did, sir. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, yeah, look at all these cars I'm letting by. Vasquez was behind me. Carlisle was behind me. I mean, there's so many guys that are so much... Well, everybody's faster than I am, but... I went from 5th place. I have no business starting this race in 5th spot. That would have just caused a big wreck down the back straightaway.
Yeah, it would have.
This is fun racing, folks. This is broadcasting while we're driving, having a good time.
Do you want him in front of you, Bill, or do you want him behind you?
Nope. There we go. No, he's a points guy. No matter what, he's a points guy. Always put the points guys in front of me on a restart or something, just so I'm not interfering.
And green flag back in the air. Kalhoff and Krozak firing off on the inside lane. Krozak jumping up to the outside there in front of Bogdan. Kalhoff able to hold off the initial charge by the 48 car and take first position. Sliding back just a bit, have Noah Hunt, sorry, on the outside there with several cars behind him. 43, Josh Stoltz, Vasquez, and Sheets all battling for position into 3 and 4.
Man, these leaders are just getting so much more grip than me. I'm watching them go through the corners, and I'm so envious.
Yep, Garth Griswold driving on the outside of 35 of Noah Hunt. Up to P4 for the 99 machine for now. Let's see Noah Hunt reeling him just a bit on the inside, side by side, coming through 3 and 4. See how this pans out down the front stretch. Still about even going across the start finish, but Garth able to clear Noah Hunt into 1 and 2. Just behind him, Caleb Sheets clearing the 44 on entry of 1. He's going to slide up in front of Lisby, and Stoltz will also. Garth chasing the car down the track into the inside wall. Did he keep it off? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Still trying to hold on to that thing. Yep. So Garth, well, he got loose on 2, chased the car down the track, able to keep it rolling. So we're still green here.
Yeah, once you lose it with these diffusers, that's it. Garth expressing his wish to go home. Michael Deitch just came over the radio, and I believe he said that he had been making adjustments in the opposite direction of what he wanted. I could be wrong, but that's what
He
it
did
sounded
say
like
that.
to me. Yeah, well, that will explain while he's back here with me. And I know something happened to Carlisle because I'm behind him. Yes, I know it's rare to say on the high line as he makes the move in front of me to go underneath the car there. He's trying to make a pass on Zach Johnson going into turns 1 and 2.
Yep. Not sure how Carlisle got shuffled back so far, but seems to be in good shape. The race car doesn't seem to be damaged. Could just be saving his stuff for a late push here.
Good possibility.
Coming across the line, 85 laps into this this race here at Michigan. Over halfway in this thing.
Carlisle now making a move down low again, entering turns 1 and 2. His car is starting to come to life a little bit. So I think maybe he was trying to save a little bit.
Yeah, now we see Bogdan look underneath TK there through 1 and 2. Losing momentum. Now he's going to get passed by the 35 if he's not careful. Noah Hunt looking on the inside of Bogdan here through 3 and 4 now.
I don't know, whatever
Ooh,
Kalhoff
Bogdan-
did to his car during one of his pit stops just made it strong and fast.
Yeah, Bogdan caught in the middle of 2 cars there, getting a little bit loose, so he's able to hold on position there in P3. Kind of got caught in no man's land for just a second, but good driving by the 86 car there to maintain his spot. But yeah, Kalhoff is checking out with about a half a second lead over Krozak. Completely clean air in front and behind. And these guys are behind him are racing each other pretty hard, so see if they
It
can
sounded
get
like
it
Kalhoff
sorted.
got way more.
Yep. Backing up a bit, Carlisle now working on the 22 car of Vasquez. He's moved up several spots from the start of this green flag drop here. Vasquez never an easy pass, so 81 looking way low through 1 and 2 here, trying to get a slide job done on the 22. He's not going to be able to clear Vasquez. Vasquez is going to have the speed down the backstretch now. And, Carlisle should get back into position to try to get another pass done here. Coming back up towards the front, Noah Hunt, Caleb Sheets working on each other for that 4th spot. Trying to see if there's any battles going on. Sheets still trying to get the pass done on Hunt. Krozak with a tiny bit of a lead over Bogdan. But all
I don't know
pretty
what I'm
spaced
doing
out.
wrong, but I am having all kinds of trouble keeping up with the pack all of a sudden. It's almost like I have something wrong with my car. Whoa, there it is. Keep it green, keep it green, keep it green, keep it green. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. I saved her. Woo!
If something happened to Bogdan, he lost a lot of speed behind Krozak.
Yeah,
Just
don't
slowed
know.
up on, allowing Sheets in front of him.
Man, that was like
Yeah.
calling your girlfriend the wrong name, man.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
Bogdan just gets loose in front of Noah Hunt there.
That was
That
a good one.
stalls them both, and Sheets actually able to gain 2 spots there. So Sheets up into P3 now. Good break for the 26 there.
Yeah, I got a good old 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah. Still have some drama behind. Stoltz working his way around Bogdan. Bogdan's car might just be losing it a tiny bit here into this run as we have 34 laps left now.
Yeah, Bogdan probably overheated them tires, so he's probably slowing down a little bit to get the heat out, cool them off a little bit.
Well, gentlemen, for the first time this race, I've actually had to start using the brakes.
Oh, oh.
Not missing bits because he got loose off of 4. I see him dropping like a fly.
You see Vasquez just in front of the 81 of Carlisle there. See that left side of the nose just dip a little bit. Has to wrestle the car down the track, slowing basically all of his momentum there, and it's going to cost him several spots.
I'm coming back for Clark Griswold.
My lead for Kalhoff has been staying at that 0.4 of a second range.
Yep, closes up just a bit through 1 and 2, but doesn't seem to be any real gains made on the lead there, but definitely keep an eye on that as you notice how these guys' cars will feel in about 10-15 laps time.
Yeah.
I think this setup that I'm using is a little bit better on the longer runs. Still far from perfect, but it seems to be getting a little bit better.
And we'll go on board with Hunter Bogdan here.
Car spun out. He's still rolling.
Yeah, he spun out right in front of me.
You just hear the off throttle time. Hunter Bogdan getting loose on 2 on the exit of 2 there, giving up a spot to the 81, so Carlisle steals another spot. Luckily, Bogdan doesn't have another driver close behind him, so he'll just lose 1 spot to the 81 there, but good save to keep the car rolling. Carlisle up to P6 now, just behind Josh Stoltz there for P5.
PK is slowly starting to claw his way back towards Kalhoff.
Yeah, I see it bounce between 4/10 and half a second.
He's got it down to underneath 4/10 now. It's down to
Oh, yeah.
0.35.
Yep, getting some good runs off of 2 there down the backstretch. We'll go on board with TK here. Ride for a lap. See what he's seen. Trying to work this seam up the top side. X is about middle of 2. And he's close enough to get the draft down the backstretch now, so could be several laps. And TK up to the bumper of Kalhoff. So we see a lap car up there. I believe that's Garth Griswold.
Yep, it is Garth Griswold.
Could give the 63 a little bit of a tow here, cause him to run a different line than he's used to.
Unfortunately, due to my almost spin, I am so far behind Zach Thomas. I am starting to reel him in just a little bit, but I think I got a long way to go.
Noah Hunt loose off in 2, shot onto the apron. Didn't spin out or anything, he saved it.
See TK having to go way low there through 3 and 4, just being very careful on that throttle. Saw a lot of guys get very loose on the exit of 4 there, one electing to go down on the bottom of the track, but able to keep the car rolling just fine. Caleb Sheets has closed up to the 48 a bit. Saw him in the rear view there start to inch closer and closer. Oh, TK into the wall hard and rebounds, hits the wall again on that front right side. Heavy damage to the 48 car. I believe everybody else was able to stay out of it, but TK will have to get that damage fixed. Might have broken something in the steering on the front right side too, so
I probably didn't have to go a caution on that, but he got sideways in front of Sheets.
Right. Well, pit stops. I'm going to make one final adjustment for the end of this race. Use one more set of tires, and gonna go for it, boys.
go ahead.
We have 30 laps to go. We're gonna have about 25 laps to go. So, as far as fuel goes, how much fuel am I gonna put in? I'm gonna add 7 gallons. What do you think of that? That'll be fine. Get me to the end. All right. Let's see if these adjustments help me out, and maybe get a top 10 finish in this thing. That would be great.
Yeah, one can only hope. I'm sure you can do it.
Ooh, we see Kalhoff roll
slid
through his stall.
box. Sheets, Billy, TK, Vasquez all slid through their box.
I meant to do that. I was testing my team to see if their reaction times was good.
And Vasquez comes out after 11-second pit stop. Might have been a potential 2-tire stop for the 22.
Maybe. We'll go back and watch it. Yeah, it was only right sides.
Oh.
Nick out here gambling.
Yep, right side's only for the 22. First guy to come out with all 4 tires replaced. Caleb Sheets in the 26 car, followed by Henry Kalhoff, who we saw slide through his stall there, so he loses a couple spots. But 25 to go now, not much left in this thing. Could see some hard moves thrown as we count down the number of laps left.
Like that. All right. Did I miss the choose cone again? Nope.
No.
All right. So here we go. 24 laps to go. 12th position. We're doing pretty good here, boys.
Oh yeah. Be really interesting to see how this 22 car handles. Definitely, if you know, if he's loose already, puts 2 tires on that thing in this heat. Is the track temp still up, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's
so
actually it's down to 112 now, but
still pretty hot.
yeah.
All right, pace car is off. 22 in command of this field in the restart zone. See him fire off on the outside there. Gonna try to clear Kalhoff. Kalhoff is gonna slide up behind Vasquez into corner 1. Sheets will be in position 3.
Big wreck, big wreck, big wreck.
Oh, Bogdan around.
I think Bogdan got hit by the 28 and sent up into the roll.
See the restart here. Noah Hunt on the left rear side of Bogdan just gets him turned there. And Lisby able to squeak by on the outside there and avoid Bogdan. Go on board with Lisby. See Noah Hunt, Bogdan just in front of him.
Yeah.
Man, that was close. That was very close.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Just me. Gonna have a EOL to the 35 after the choose cone for lane change violation before the start finish line.
Tough penalty. That's something you don't want to get with 22 laps to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I don't hear you barking.
He said wolf.
Oh boy. These guys are talking about last year's Michigan race with all the green, white checkered flags. So by the time we go green, it'll be 20 laps, you think?
19.
19?
You're getting 20 right here with one till green.
I'll be taking the high line. Don't want to get in front of the 45, though. oh,
Oh my God, Cards.
oh my goodness. These guys are killing me. They are funny. Oh, I've been having such a good time tonight running in the back with these guys, just enjoying watching it from the front. Kind of redeemed myself, I think, from Talladega. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you redeemed yourself quite a bit.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I feel much better about that. I only brought out one caution tonight.
All right, 20 laps to go. 19 by the time we get to the line. Pace car is off, waiting on the 22 to get us restarted. 22 off to a good start. Kalhoff with also a pretty good start there. He's going to slide up behind Nick Vasquez, entering corners 1 and 2. Remember, the 22 is on 2 freshies only. The rest of the guys behind him on 4 fresh tires. See if that gamble pays off for the 22. So far, so good for Vasquez. Able to maintain a pretty healthy lead. So Kalhoff behind him. It's in clean air, looking underneath the 22. They're going to be side by side, tight to each other on the exit of 4. Rubbing paint there on the exit. See Kalhoff down the track just a bit from the 22. He's going to try to take the position from the 22, slide up in front of Nick here. If he can get the power down. Now it looks like Nick's able to get the power down on the outside. 22 gets a tiny bit loose, has to fall back behind the 22 there on exit. Kalhoff looking on that inside again. 22 floating up the track a tiny bit. They are even.
Now, Thomas, this is a track that you've run so many times. Should I be shifting, or am I just running around in 5th?
Actually, I don't know. But Kalhoff on the bottom. He's going to completely clear the 22 for the lead. Kalhoff up to first position now. Completely just clearing the 22 through 1 and 2. 22 has some momentum down the backstretch, looking on the outside. So Kalhoff should be able to hold off.
Honestly, boys, whatever feels safe, or whatever feels comfortable to you.
Yeah, I think the downshift kind of helps entering the corner and gives you that little bit of RPM. I just tried to go too high for too long in 5th gear and ended up hitting the wall a little bit. Working my way back up to the guys now.
Now Carlisle looking underneath the 22. Vasquez was able to hold on
tried
for.
To block it, but it didn't work.
Yeah, 22 was able to hold on for several laps there, but ultimately just a little bit too ambitious with the 2 tire stop there with 20 laps left. He'll try his best to stay in the top 3 here. Carlisle showing a lot of speed on that outside. He's going to try to drive up to Kalhoff here and take the lead. Great run off of exit of 2 there. He's showing his nose to the outside of the 63. 63 is going to try to slide up the track and stop the momentum of the 81, though the 81 should have a great run off this corner. Across the line, very tight to each other. 14 to go now. You see Sheets work underneath Vasquez here. And Sheets is going to be able to clear. He gets loose. I don't know if there was any contact there. If Sheets just put the power down a little bit too aggressively there. Ryan might have to go back and look to confirm, but thought he had the pass completed on the 22, but gets loose on the exit of turn 2. There's a small gap up at the lead, so we'll watch these battles behind Stoltz, Johnson, working on each other for the top 4 position.
Just took the air off of the spoiler.
Okay.
Another car is spinning down the back straightaway. Coming off at turn number 4. Oh, and iRacing kills us again.
Someone park that guy. Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't his fault. So he just had to. He had to check up for the contact in front of him. So with 12 laps to go now, we'll see if anyone decides to go down pit lane. Maybe just take 2. But I feel like track position is vitally important here, as we only have about we'll have about 9 laps left by the time we go green. 9,
Yeah. 9 or 10.
All right, I'm coming down. 11 laps to go. I'm getting 4 new fresh tires. What do I got to lose?
You ain't got nothing to lose. No, Lisby slid through his box. Well, that was the only one.
So I haven't been able to check the chats at all. Is we have any wars going on in the chat room tonight like we normally do?
No, not so much tonight.
No. Mrs. Vasquez has been behaving herself tonight.
Yep. For the most
I'm sure
part,
she's probably been complaining about me.
For the most part, the only people who chat are the Vasquez and TK fans.
Tomorrow night's the last night of our doubleheader night, so next week we're gonna be back down to 1 race sort of week.
Yeah, we'll be at Road America tomorrow night, which will be very interesting to watch.
I will not be racing at Road America. I can assure you that. But this has actually been a lot of fun for me tonight. I mean, we talked about it real quick just before the race. I didn't get any practice except for what I did earlier today, and you know what? This was fun. I enjoyed it. I feel like I redeemed myself, and right now I got Mr. Sheets in front of me. Getting ready to go green, hopefully for the last time. 10 laps to go. It's going to be a shootout. Watch those boys in the front. A lot of fast cars within the mid 2 or 3 rows. You got some really fast cars as well. So,
yep. And Vasquez on the inside lane there in the front row. Only took 2 tires back at the last pit rotation. So keep an eye on him. The pace car lights are off. Pace car is turning down pit lane. 10 laps, be 9 laps to go at the line. So quick shootout here to the end of this thing. Kalhoff starting on the outside lane there in command of the field into the restart zone. And he's off. Carlisle about even with Vasquez for P2. Vasquez needs to be careful down there on the low line on those only 2 fresh tires. See Kalhoff throw the big block on the 22.
I'll tell you what, I just got nudged into the wall by the 28 car, but I could see the side of the 28 car, so that was netcode that kind of shoved me in there. If you guys get a chance and look at that replay, I don't think the 28 car touched me at all.
And Carlisle driving up to P2. Vasquez falling back just a bit. Now in the middle of a 3 wide through 1 and 2. Stoltz to his outside. And Bogdan down below. Vasquez falls behind just a bit. Bogdan up to P2 now in front of Stoltz there. Car's getting loose in the back. Lisby hard into the outside wall though. He's still rolling down the backstretch. Heavy damage on the front right side of Lisby's race car. He's probably going to have to come down pit lane to get that fixed. Though if he can keep it out there for 8 more laps, probably in his best interest to do that. See Bogdan and Carlisle about even coming down the front stretch there. Kalhoff jumps up top to run the high line there. Now driving through the middle. And Bogdan ran the fastest lap of the race. That last lap, his car is coming alive at the most important part. 7 laps to go now. Bogdan looking for a heavy inside move there. He's about even with the 63. Just have to keep the car clean and pointing straight. Just gets loose.
Yeah, he almost lost it.
Yep, gets very loose on the exit.
Carlisle
just too low.
Now.
Too low on the exit of 4 there, causing that car to get upset. Now Carlisle looking on the inside of 63. So Kalhoff's lead under fire from different competitors here. Carlisle going to try to slide up and just not able to clear. Kalhoff there. We have some contact in the back. Sheets and Vasquez come together. And cars spinning. Johnson spinning around. We also have Joe Gibbons into the wall. And Garth Griswold pointing the wrong way.
What happened there?
Oh, we have a car hanging off of Caleb Carter here. I saw Vasquez come together with somebody initially. Sheets, the 3 of them just squeezed, and Sheets got loose into the 22.
Yeah, Vasquez just came up and squeezed Sheets. And Sheets was trying to keep it up with Stoltz.
I'm just practicing for the lucky dog. Everybody checked up down the back straightaway except for me. So
let's go inside with Garth Griswold, who just gets body checked here. See them getting to each other first.
To go.
Oh, almost blows over there.
Where's the 20?
Tyler,
I'm being told to let the Garth. I'm being told to let the 28 car. Lisby, am I in the wrong spot? Yeah, cars should be behind me, right in front of me. There's everybody going to the pit.
That's got a lot of good contenders right there.
Come on, let's go. Where are all these cars?
Some of them went down to pit.
No, it's telling me to pass the 57. Alright. Alright, boys. Well, it's 4 to go. And, man, at this point, I just got to kind of forget about the points deal and kind of see what we can do here, right?
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
well, I know on the counter it's got me running in 5th position, but as I see myself on the track, I'm in 7th. Is that correct?
I believe so.
So I took the low sign here because I know a lot of these faster cars are going to be on the high side. So I know there's some definite front men in the points coming up around me, and I really don't want to get involved in that. So it'll be a green, right, checkered.
Yep.
Starting on the inside for the first time tonight.
I believe this is our first green white checkered of the season.
Oh, we had one last week.
Oh.
Yep. All right, green, white, checkered as the pace car turns down on the pit lane. Waiting on the restart here by the 63. Outside lane shoots off. Great restart by Kalhoff there. And Carlisle might even clear Bogdan here on the outside. Yep, Bogdan's going to be passed by by Carlisle and Kalhoff there heading into turn 1. Had several guys behind get fresh tires to see if they can drive their way back up to the front of this thing, but not a lot of time to do so. Several guys in the outside wall there. TK, Vasquez, Hunt, all into the outside wall, exiting 2. We'll keep an eye on the battle for the lead here. Carlisle shoots the car up the track. Going to be riding that outside lane near the wall there, hoping
Bogdan
for a good
with
run.
power move down low.
Off of 4, coming to the line, white flag in the air. No caution can interrupt this race from here on out. See Kalhoff trying to defend against Carlisle, though Bogdan now looking on the bottom there. He's about even with Kalhoff. Kalhoff has to block the outside. Carlisle pushing the 63 down the backstretch now. But Bogdan's there on the low side. Carlisle goes up the track. Bogdan chooses the middle there. Kalhoff able to get a lead. Bogdan and Carlisle into each other. That's going to stall both of their momentum. Kalhoff is going to come across the line. The winner here at Michigan. And Stoltz might steal second. Carlisle takes second position. Stoltz steals third. Bogdan comes across 4th. And Vasquez will round out the top 5. So that is 2 in a row. What, 2 in a row for Kalhoff, right? He won last week at Nashville.
TK just came up alongside me and gave me a little congratulations. Oh!
Let's see. Was I just completely wrong? Wait, no.
Oh, what a race, boys. That was a lot of fun, man. And if you go to my car, you're gonna see me do some victory donuts here. I just want to get one in before our winner gets down here.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Came across top 10. Good job, Bill.
Yeah,
I
I'm
believe Kalhoff
psyched.
went back to back.
Yep. Kalhoff won last Tuesday at Nashville.
Yeah. I had to get my victory spin in there before you, Mr. Kalhoff. Congratulations on an excellent run. Back to back, brother. Oh. Hey, I had an absolute blast, man. Thank you guys so much for having me here. Everybody's giving me congratulations on the radio right now. I feel like $1 million, brother. I feel like I just won this race. And I know Ryan's having a heart attack right now because I'm coming down pit road at 95 miles an hour.
Nah.
Woo! That was awesome.
All right. Well, we'll get started with our top 3 interviews here. Josh Stoltz able to steal podium position. Let's get him in the booth here. 1 second. Let's see. Mr. Stoltz in your booth, you got us?
Hello.
Hey man, so great job sliding into the top 3 there. Just at the very end, we have the last lap playing on my screen right now. You saw you saw Kalhoff and you saw Carlisle and Bogdan get into each other, right? Just stall each other. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I went into 3. I could see Hunter kind of like slide up a little bit, and I'm like, okay, if I can keep it lower than Henry, I have a good shot of it.
Yep.
Pretty much from like halfway through the corner, my wheel was cranked left, and I was not lifting. I just pedaled it up enough to keep it from sliding up or spinning out on me, and then I just tried. I heard I was clear from Hunter. I quickly like looked out the right, and I could see Carlisle. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get him.
Yeah.
Close racing, boy.
We really thought Kalhoff was gonna have to defend harder, but just those 2 cars getting into each other caused them to stall there. But definitely good job capitalizing on that and coming home with a podium. So did you get podium last week, right? Or was it Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah.
I got second at Nashville, so
At Nashville.
I finished every step on the podium except first, and we're going to my favorite road course on the schedule.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that Road America is like a local track for you. So
Yeah, home track, one of my favorite road courses, honestly not even in the country, in the entire world.
all right, man. Well, we'll definitely watch out for you tomorrow night. I don't think Bill is gonna run there.
Nope.
He wanted to run tonight, but
You don't have to worry about me taking any positions from you tomorrow. I can assure you that. I'll be in the booth where I belong.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night the big struggle point, especially on restarts, is gonna be definitely turn 1 and turn 5. Those are turn 1, turn 5, and Canada corner are the 3 heaviest braking zones on the track.
yeah.
And it's also going to be a lot of tiptoeing it through the kink. I've done some testing, and there's a few different ways you can get through there, but it's still going to be sketchy no matter what, especially with aero wash and everything.
Yep, absolutely, man. Well, any shout outs you want to give before you head out?
I'll give a shout out to Henry for winning 2 in a row, and I finished behind him again. Honestly, shout out to the entire field. This was probably the most fun I've ever had at Michigan. I've not really been a fan of this track for driving it. Like watching it. This is one of my favorite races every year to watch, but I've never been really particularly good I think the new tire model kind of throwing a wrench in everybody's setups.
Yeah.
Definitely kind of even the playing field. Knowing a little bit on what I can and can't do with setups with some real life experience with these cars, even though they aren't really that realistic, to be honest. But it still kind of helps. It also kind of helps knowing the iRacing side with how setups work and all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Well, great job coming home on podium again. Yeah, we'll definitely be looking forward to tomorrow night at Road America and see what you can do out there.
Yep. I was hoping I'd get a Sargento car pull a Josh Bilicki, but I worked on that Sargento car not Road America, Watkins Glen, and it didn't really run well. So I'm like, I'll go with another car I worked on that didn't run Road America, but it ran some other tracks. So I'll definitely be running that scheme again later in the year.
All right, buddy. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
You too. Thank you, yes.
That was driver of the 43 car, Josh Stoltz. Before last week, hadn't come home on podium, but last week got P2 at Nashville. And then tonight, again on the podium, finishing P3 here in Michigan. Feeling really confident for Road America tomorrow night. It's a local track to him, done a lot of testing, feels good about the setup. So if he's able to keep that car clean, and he should have a good result. Next up, Steven Carlisle, driver of the 81 car. We saw him get tight with Bogdan there through 3 and 4, really just stalling both of them out there, but nonetheless still able to come across P2. We'll get him in the booth here. Mr. Carlisle, you're in the booth. You got us?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so we have the white flag lap playing here rather. You and Bogdan were hounding on the 63 there, but I mean, we have the first part of the lap here playing. Calhop just had clean air in front of him, able to get a good run into 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, it seemed like you and Bogdan just stalled each other out. Kind of.
Yeah, he pushed me up a bit. He got into me and killed my momentum there. On both of our momentums, but he had to do what he had to do because I think he had Stoltz underneath him too. So.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it was a fun last few laps. Towards the end there with like 50 laps to go, I think we had a caution, and I pitted. I was hoping it'd go green from there because I felt like my car was just a lot better on the longer run, and I was making up a lot of ground. Yeah, then the caution came out and kind of put everybody back on even footing again. I didn't really have a good car in the short run, I don't think, but I was able to hold on there at the end, and I thought I had something for Henry, but he was too quick. Like honestly, when he passed us and took the lead for the first time, I was like, yeah, he's gonna be tough. Yeah, no, congrats to him for getting back-to-back wins. That's pretty cool.
Yep, it seemed like he kind of had an up and down night. I think we swapped the camera to you at one point, and you were towards the back of the field working your way up.
Saving tires.
Yeah, you were back. That's what I told her. I said, if Carlisle's back by me, he's safe. And then all of a sudden, you started to come alive and you pulled right away. So I figured you were back there with me for some reason.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was kind of after the lap 50 caution, pitted for fuel and was good to go from there. But I was just going to save tires the best I could and then try to work my way back up, and it was working. I was able to get up to third before that other caution. So, yeah, it was a good race. I like the new tire model. I like the new aero, the new cars. It's been tough the past couple of races, trying to build from scratch again. But yeah, I like the way everything handles. I like the racing it produces, close finishes. I think the tires do wear quicker if you're sliding them, but there's not really a whole lot of time fall off. Like maybe after the first 3 or 4 laps, the time drops considerably.
Hmm.
But then after that, it's even though you're still losing your tire wear is getting worse, your lap times are still right up there. Um, so yeah, it's fun. I don't think anybody really got. It's almost like there's a plateau.
Yeah.
I think with the tire wear. Because even after pushing hard for a while, I don't think I really got past like 70% on any of the tires.
Mm.
Tomorrow night, Road America is going to be a bit different.
Oh yeah.
I think that's going to be tough for tire conservation. I think you're going to see a lot of people holding back for the most part, seeing if they can save their tires for the end.
Yep. So how do you personally feel about Road America tomorrow? Are you have you been able to practice much? Have you
Yeah, I mean, I like the track. It does feel a bit different with this car.
mhm.
Um, but I really think it's going to be tire conservation that's going to win. Um, it's so easy to get too hard on the brakes, uh, and people are just going to have a hard time getting slowed down after about 2 or 3 laps.
Mm.
But if you can be easy on the throttle and easy on the brake, you're going to conserve your tires. I think that's going to be what decides tomorrow's winner.
Yep, and I'm
I
sure
think I'll be okay.
everybody's gonna
I'll,
drive
I'll say
very
top 5.
carefully and very defensively. So
Hmm. I think Stoltz is probably the one to watch, honestly.
yep, we were just
Uh,
chatting with him. That's his local track favorite track. So
yeah, he's going to be tough. So hopefully we'll put on another good show, because this was the past couple of weeks been pretty good.
yeah, a
Well, I
little.
had fun racing in the back tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll let you go and get some good rest tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night, Steven.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. That was driver of the 81 car, Steven Carlisle, coming across P2. Great season for him. He's always fast, always finishing well. Just doing really well to rack up a lot of points here. Has a good idea what it will take to finish well tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on him there at Road America. But that leaves Henry Kalhoff, driver of the 63 car. For last week, he was he was kind of in and out. Showed up again this week, and he has gotten back-to-back wins now. One at Nashville, and now tonight here at Michigan. We'll pull him into the chat or into the booth here for a second. Mr. Kalhoff, you're in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir, I do. How's it going?
Hey, man. So back-to-back wins at Nashville, now here at Michigan. Definitely catching stride in a big way. How are you feeling after that win?
I don't know, man. It's just I didn't even really know if I wanted to run tonight. Showed up with 5 minutes left in practice, and I only made a couple adjustments, and I didn't want to run the top. I just ran the bottom the whole time. I'm like, man, it just works. It's like knife through butter almost. So
Yep.
I wasn't sure how it was gonna be. It was my first time with the update at Michigan, so I was just trying to rely on my past experience. I've ran here a lot. I've lost count, probably like 20 or so times. But I mean, Michigan's always a fun track. You're able to stay in the throttle the whole time, pretty much. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even 40 laps into the run, I mean, you're still in the throttle. So it was really fun all around. And with due to go there, I was getting really nervous because Hunter, I think he had fresher tires. I don't remember, but I mean, he was just sending in every corner, and I'm like, ah, man, I gotta do some here. So then Steven pushed me. He's probably the only reason why I won.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I'm not sure. I'm watching the stream here.
Uh,
I'm not sure if this is with one to go or two to go, but with one to go, I'm like, if I leave the bottom open, Hunter's gonna get there and he's gonna win. So I had to get to the bottom to defend that, and he got tight. So, man, it's a pretty awesome win, 2 in a row. Never thought I would, but you know, just
Yep. Yeah,
good
so
luck
this was
to,
actually the white flag lap, and
yeah,
you had to
there it is.
block hard down the front stretch here to start this lap. But coming into 3 and 4, you saw I'm sure you saw Carlisle and Bogdan just get tight into each other, stalling each other out. So was it pretty much from there you realized that you had this thing in the bag?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I was sober in the garage VC in this year, so yeah, it's super awesome win 2 in a row. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it's just some good luck, but also some good people supporting our team, and also I want to thank Jacob Quill once again for the setup. I guess it's just my lucky charm now or something. So, yeah, definitely very awesome win for us, and glad I get the CB Fabricant Chevrolet and Victory Lane once again.
Well, awesome job, man. So how are you feeling about Road America tomorrow?
Well, I don't know if I'll run it, but if I do, unfortunately, I haven't ran there in like 2 years or something.
Yep.
So, it's just kind of like gambling, I just gotta place a bet on some and hope for the best. So we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
we got a forfeit Coda earlier this year, so I guess that's some good. So we'll see.
Yep. I mean, hey, you got 2 wins in a row. Like if you want to take the night off from my road course, I get it. But
Oh, I think I might run tomorrow. We'll see.
all right. Well, we'll definitely look out for you. Any shout outs you want to give before you head out tonight?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and to those of my family and friends that support our team. We're getting better every race as a team, and this win really helps as well. I think Nashville, more important victory, but Michigan, I feel like it was a lot more deserved because it was a lot more about driver skill and all. So yeah, it's certainly awesome win. I can't thank everyone enough, and hopeful for more victories in the future. But this is certainly what we needed for sure.
Yeah. I
Hey,
mean, well, sorry, go ahead, Bill.
Henry, one thing for me, I was out there, believe it or not, I did
Yeah,
race in the race tonight, and I didn't know if you saw me because of where I was, but
Oh, I saw you
I
when you slid past a pace car.
I was just testing in case I got the lucky dog.
Right. I mean, I guess that's fair. It's just I saw you was slam on the brakes past him. Like, where are you going? So
Now, I actually got to admit, this is my first time racing this car, with the new tires and everything, and I thought the tire setup was better now than before.
I say it requires a lot more skill now. I mean, every car requires skill, but I feel like you kind of know a driver's precision on the long run because of how much they save. And I think weirdly, I think the top was better for tire saving. It's just I couldn't run the top. I ran it once and I hated it. So I just ran the bottom and it worked. And as I said, I've ran there a lot of times, so I kind of know what to do, and I've just done the same thing each time. So it was certainly good to know what this next gen's all about. And I'm running the next gen again. I don't know if I'm ever running Road America, but I forgot I have a league race as well to do that my friend wanted me to do. So we'll see. I'll try to make something work. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, I could do both.
Well, we'll see it tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
If I
Great
don't, I
job.
apologize in advance.
All good. Great job on the win tonight, man. You have a good rest of your evening, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll see. And thank you guys for broadcasting the race. I'll have to check it out later. And
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I'm sure it was a show up in the booth there.
Yep. All right. You have a good one, man.
Yep, you too. See you later.
All right. That was Henry Calhoff, driver of the 63, back-to-back wins now here at the Carolina Sun Racing League. So heading in tomorrow, Road America, very different road track. Be interesting to see how the drivers deal with that. See who got some practice in, who's just gonna show up cold turkey. But as for us in the broadcast tonight, we're gonna wrap it up here at Michigan. Great race, a little caution heavy early in the mid race, but still got some great racing there. And looking forward to tomorrow night. Bill, Ryan, anything you guys got for the stream before we head out?
No, looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to be back in the booth tomorrow, to be quite honest with you. And, we're not going to have many cautions tomorrow. And I think it's going to be a good race. And man, when you have a guy as confident as we heard earlier about that track, I mean, it's a local track for him. Yeah, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, with that, we'll call it a stream call tonight, and you guys have a good one.